Hi. Give me a second. Oops, I made a boo-boo. Oh shit, I got a big mess to clean up. My Palo Santo spilled. Hi guys. Oh, it spilled. It's not good. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Hi, Elle and Hagar. How was your birthday? Did you enjoy your day, love? So tomorrow I won't be on tomorrow morning, okay? Sorry about that, you guys. But I will be on tomorrow afternoon, maybe in the evening. So first person on the list is Hagar. Today is her first time getting a read. I'm not gonna make this super long. I had to take a nap today, you guys. I slept for a couple of hours. I just needed to, you know, I feel refreshed actually. But I am gonna go to bed early. Well, at least I'm gonna try because, like I said, my dad's gonna be in town and he tends to come at he comes around 6 in the morning, between 6 and 7. So he's gonna be here really early, and I got to get up to make breakfast and all that jazz. But anyways, that's why I'm not gonna be live. Hi, Diamond. All right, you guys know the drill. I'm waiting on a moderator to pop in, but I am doing readings tonight. So if you're interested, please don't hesitate to book. That way you won't have to wait, okay? In line, okay? You already know how that goes. I'm going to try to keep the reading short and sweet, but I just move with spirit. I want to thank y'all, take the time out to thank y'all for participating this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I know it's super long, but I think that everything I wanted to cover did come out in the reading, and I was happy about that. um, New moon, you still have time to set your intentions. Create that quiet space, meditate, and allow spirit to inspire you, to give you ideas of how to make changes in your life so that you can um, manifest what it is that you need, whether it be financially or in general, maybe with love. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys are really wanting to meet someone new. And you will, but it's going to take hard work and dedication. The seeds you plant now are going to bear great fruit, and also things that you've done in the past. Hold on, girls. I have to be safe when it comes to fire, and sometimes, hold on. Okay, I just had to hit it really hard. Um, Sometimes this Palo burns really good. That's why I try not to light it up too much. Look at this. I didn't want this much smoke, but it's okay. um, it's really potent, so that's why I try to just burn it a little bit at a time. But anyways, um, make sure that you guys are really just setting those intentions and really working hard towards your goals. Okay, nothing comes easy. We all know that, but with some hard work and dedication and some faith, nothing is impossible. So, okay, you guys ready? Magic. After my reading last night, I decided to cut ties with my ex. Wow. Do you feel good with that decision? You feel good? I want your decisions to be made because of your intuition and because you know it's the best. Okay, so I need you to think about that. But I understand why you made the decision. So don't get me wrong. I do definitely understand. Um, Well, let's get started with the collective. And let's just be open, spirit. I really like those the crystal spirit cards. I think I want to take those out. I really like those. I don't mind reading from the book, and I hope you guys don't mind. Um, I'm just gonna pull one card for us. It's the new moon, baby, and I hope you guys don't think that just because it's the new moon, it's like gonna be like rainbows and butterflies. You already know how it is. We are very practical over here. We know that this is an opportunity for us to redesign, recreate our reality by design. Okay. So this is an opportunity because you got this clean slate to really just set the intentions on how you want to move forward. We don't want to keep repeating the past, right? Okay, Spirit of the universe, give me clear, accurate messages for the collective. Where's my phone? Right here next to me. Girl. Girl, get it together, girl. I want to be able to read what you guys are saying to me. I can't believe I went 3 weeks without a phone, you guys.
Phone, you guys.
Ooh, my voice sounds so weird. I do not like the sound of my voice. I don't. Where's Leslie? You all right, baby? You're not having a good night? What's wrong? Aw, I'm sorry. I just saw your message. Oh, I hope you feel better, sweetie. Okay. Spirit of the universe, please give me a divine message for the collective watch tonight and that will watch. Tell me what they need to know. What's the most important thing that they need to know tonight? I'm probably going to make this public, so I will edit this video. If you have the intentions on going back and listening, please make sure you listen before I edit. I usually wait 24 hours before I edit. I wait till the next day. If it's a really good live and the message is really strong, I'll make it public. So just giving you an FYI. Matt, you may not be able to go back and listen to your reading. Okay. I'm hearing we fall down, but we get up. But a saint is just an angel who fell down, but then got up. Okay. So you fall down, but you still can get up again. Okay, sweetheart. And I think that was directed to Leslie, but whoever needs to hear that, that's the message that came through intuitively. Divine. So the way my gift work is, I get downloads through my crown chakra. So that's why I'm able to like know stuff. It just comes to me. It's just that I know it. I'm a claircognizant. I have other clairs, but that's my strongest gift. Okay. Tiger eye. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. It is a 56. It's an 11. Awakening. Bottom of the deck, pink sapphire. But I said I was only going to work with one card, and that's what I'm going to do. Tiger eye. Has anyone been drawn to this stone? I have it in my room. I have a bag full of stones, and I just spilled all of my ashes in my bag of cards. Like I have an extra bag tarot cards, and it's spilled in there. So I'm gonna have to clean that up. Anyways, yeah, I know I'm always sharing. Tiger eye. Essential meaning: positive willpower, optimism, and the power to manifest essence into form, clear purpose. I think this is very appropriate for leading the message tonight for the collective. Excuse me. Everything, including our planet, began with an idea. We talked about this morning, right? We talked about inspired thoughts and inspired action. This is an opportunity for you to listen to spirit, and spirit is going to give you the tools, the ideas, the opportunities. Spirit's going to open the doors. You got to be connected to catch these. Um, I feel like this help, this assistance. Okay. Sometimes when we're too worried about work, school, relationships, love, we don't get a chance to really listen to spirit or hear spirit. And it is important for you to create a quiet time so that you can listen. Your inspiration will come through dreams, thoughts, music, symbols, and your creative inspirations will definitely come through the chakra. And once you just take some time out to just reflect and just to sit down, watch those ideas flow. Okay. It says everything, including our planet, began with an idea in the sea of infinite possibility before becoming manifest in a realm of form. And the conditions you see today are the results of intentions created in the past. Know that in this moment, you have the power to begin to co create something new with the conscious universe. You have what it takes to do what needs to be done. Wow. To do what needs to be done. I wish I would have pulled this card this morning. This is powerful. So, with that clear intention in mind, take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and begin the work for its manifesting time. And this is what I said, get ready to put in the hard work because you're about to embark on a new journey. And your intent should be that you will succeed. You will have what it is that you deserve, whatever that is for you. Tiger Eye Spirit reminds you not to get distracted by the largeness of a task as you have the conscious universe working with you. Sending allies, we talked about this morning, right? Sending people, strangers, people from the past to help you, and messages to make the job easier. Like the mountain goat ascending the peak one step at a time, you can let go of your worries and just look for the next foothold as you begin the manifestation process. Prepare the soil for planting, crack a book that will educate you in this next phase, and get ready for some powerful manifestation energy to partner with you. This is gorgeous. If you are feeling drawn to somebody, take the first step. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know how it feels when your child is being an ingrate. Trust me, I know all too well. You put a lot of work in to take care of your children, and you would expect them to want to help you. You know, um, he'll be back. Don't worry. I'm sorry, baby. I feel like just because I feel like at 18 years old, you can ask a little help for food. I mean, because most the kids mostly eat the food. I know how you feel. You can email me if you want to chat because I can definitely relate to that. You know, but they're kind of gaining their own. Um, he gonna learn the hard way. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Clarify tiger eye. So you got some manifestation energy coming your way. And Spirit is saying we're sending you help. Let go of those false beliefs that make you think that you can't do it. You can. You have the courage, the power, the tools. You can do it. Yeah, trust me, girl. I understand your pain. But what it is, what I want you to think about, Leslie, is what do you need to manifest? What is it that you need? Now, first, there needs to be boundaries, of course. There needs to be rules and structure in your home. And he's 18, he's an adult, and there's certain things that you don't have to tolerate. But I know as a mother, you want to be there for your kids, you want to be a good provider, and you want them to be safe. But he can make his own decisions now. And sometimes you can't, you got to let him kind of fall on his face. And yeah, so you know that's a hard lesson when you have to really put your foot down with your children. um yeah, you got grown-ups in your house, they need to help. I'm sorry, I don't want to overstep my boundary, but these are grown-ups. They can't be watching you struggle and mooching off of you. That's It's a one-sided situation. You have to put your foot down. You got a very tough decision to make in your season, Leslie, and I know that it's going to be hard because I know you're contemplating. um you know, I know what you're contemplating right now. It's not going to be that easy, L. There's a lot of karma that she has to deal with that. um but I hope that things get better for you. Sometimes people have to find their own way, and sometimes, we think we know everything, and then when we make the decisions we make, we have to face our consequences. Some people have good reasons, and some people don't. Some kids are very selfish. They don't think about the bigger picture. They're just only thinking about themselves in the moment, and they want to be free, but they don't understand the price that comes with freedom, the bills, the responsibilities, and most of the time they can't handle those responsibilities. But you can't let them take advantage of all the work that you put in to provide for them. And if you don't feel appreciated, I know how hurtful that could be. But I need you to be strong and need to understand what your lesson is. What were you meant to learn here? It's one thing that, you have kids that want to leave on their own, and then it's one thing where you have to make a decision to cut kids off. You see what I'm saying? And both hurts. Both is very painful. No, you weren't wrong to say that. I was just saying that it's probably not going to be an easy situation because just picking up her energy, she got a lot of karma with those children, and those children have been a really big catalyst of change for her. So it has not been easy, and some parents have it really easy with their children, and some parents don't. And especially when a child has especially when you're in a single family home, it makes it really hard. So you weren't wrong, L. I'm just saying that being a single mother and there's nobody supporting you, helping you, it gets so hard. It's like you wanna throw them out. Look, I'll be ready. You can go, but then it's like the mom in you. It's like, don't go. I don't. You're not. I want you to be okay. But kids are selfish. They are. They are very selfish. They are very selfish. People don't understand how hard it is to raise children. Okay, but false beliefs. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. So we're all here. Hey, Zodiac King, you missed the live this morning. Zodiac King is a astrologer. Tell us about this new moon, Zodiac. What should we be expecting? What do you suggest? Because you just missed me reading off this tiger eye energy, and I'm sure you're familiar. He makes pyramids with crystals, so he's very familiar. But the tiger eye stone came out, and it said that this was an opportunity for manifestation, to really set an intention and allow spirit to help with this manifestation, not to worry, not to become discouraged, but know that you are being assisted along the way to manifest a goal. And say it again, what? Now I was talking about the new moon, sir. The new moon in Libra today. Okay. All right. So beliefs. What beliefs do you tell yourself? Do you tell yourself you can't do it? Oh, there is two zodiac kings in here. All right. Did you change? I have Zodiac King 19 and then I have Zodiac King 777. Did you switch? Girl, don't be in here trying to confuse us. Oh, both you? Okay. Okay. Tell us about the new moon. So, what beliefs are you, what are the false beliefs you need to address? What is it that you're saying or that you think? Are you thinking that you can't do it, that it's too hard, that there's no support, that you're all alone? Because Spirit is saying that these are illusions. You're not alone and you can do it. You have all the tools and Spirit is helping you. This is what Spirit wants you to know. So do you tell yourself that you can't do something because because you want to give up or because things have been really hard? It's conjunct Mars and Leo, in Libra. So tell them what a conjunction is because they may not know what a conjunction is. So astrology is all about angles. So you have 90-degree angles, 180 degrees, 45 degrees. A conjunct sometimes can cause some sort of difficulty depending on what planet is conjuncting what. But he'll tell you. Um, yeah, Pluto station direct. I thought Pluto. Wait a minute. I thought Pluto was stationing direct. Hold on. Let me make sure because that's not the information I had. Pluto station. Oh yeah, you're right. Extreme transformations today. That's why a lot of you guys are having these things happen. So yeah, October the 6th, Pluto does station direct in Capricorn, and this is a really strong transformation in the career sector. 10th house is affected, so your career goals. This is what Spirit is talking about right now, as far as this Tiger Eye stone with manifestation. But the transformation is not going to be easy. Pluto comes in with deep, deep, deep transformation, and it's forcing you to let go of self-limiting um, things, like things that keep you hold you back. So you're going to be triggered this with these transits. Okay, they're going to trigger the hell out of you so that you get. It's like putting the fire under your ass. What is these are to look at your aspirations and the way you individually define success for yourself. But with that conjunction, um, it is going to really it is going to be a little bit of a shakeup. Okay, to the same degree. Yeah, thank you. Explain to them what the conjunction is going to bring in, Zodiac King, so that they can have an idea. I'm going to pull out 3 cards. You did? Congratulations, Elle. I'm happy to hear that. I slept. 3 cards for the collective. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, your emotions may be running high during this time. But you need to trust in the universe. Give me one more, baby. One more, spirit. Oh, you're gonna be stretched. You're gonna be stretched outside of you because spirit's pushing you out of South Node. We have South Node in Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Gemini? Which one is it? I think I have them backwards. We are being pushed out of South Node energy, and it is going to be your own individual South Node, of course, but collectively, the South Node does affect us as a collective, especially wherever house it falls in, because what it's about is transitioning from the old to the new. Okay, Spirit says, focus on the beauty of your in your day-to-day life, and Spirit says that you need to start doing something, creative part-time, or just get started on something creative. And Spirit says you have many opportunities and many options coming in, where you can make money or where you can live a more comfortable lifestyle. Since you're not going to be exactly rich, but you will be living comfortably. You're entering the most comfortable period of your life, but it is going to require you to come out of your comfort zone, right, where you were restricted, so that you get into this place of feeling less restricted. And Saturn is stationing direct on the 10th, and Saturn is responsible for those restrictions. Okay, and I think there was that huge Saturn, what is it, Saturn Aquarius conjunct or whatever. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer, so sometimes I don't remember all the transits, but I do remember the most important ones. And for the time being, Pluto is it can benefit you, but again, it's how you react, um, how you respond versus react to the changes. Okay, so with that Pluto coming in to intensify the inner transformation, you have to be you have to understand that the universe is working in your favor. So be careful with how you react to the changes, and not to let these changes discourage you, and to understand that these changes are necessary to push you forward. Because if you stay stuck in that old cycle, remember when Saturn stations direct for the 10th, the decisions you make, if you make bad decisions now, they will have consequences for the next, what, 29 years. What is Saturn's transit time? I think 29 years to transit. You may make decisions that may affect you for the next 29 years. Do you understand what that means? Almost like a 30-year cycle that you might have to go through. And I know y'all don't want to go through another 29, 30 years. What's going on with my whatchamacallit? So be careful of the decisions you make now. Okay, the intentions you set now. Yeah, Saturn is a long, its transits longer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of raw power that you can tap into, but also be careful of making mistakes. 29 years. And can you tell us why it's important to get out of the old patterns, and why Saturn, why how that can affect somebody for the next 29 years? Because remember, Saturn is about discipline. Saturn is a part that governs time, the winter season, death. Saturn governs also karma. This is why the intent is important, the seeds you plant. Because think about planting a seed and thinking about the harvest later. Is that harvest going to be good? Wheat and tares, wheat versus tares. I don't know if you know that parable where the enemies planted the tares within the wheat fields. And when tares and wheat grow, when they're young, they look the same. But what happens is, as the crops start to grow, the tares their roots start to suffocate the wheat and it ruins the crop. And when they came to God and told God, God said, don't pluck them out because you may pluck out the good seeds to wait so that you can see the bad amongst the good. This is a very cryptic thing that I'm saying to you. And if you know, you know. Pay attention. Saturn is responsible for dishing out karma and really seeing if you have transcended karmic patterns from the past. If you had some sort of, let's just say, let me just give you like a general um, example. Like, let's just say in your past life, you didn't value you valued money more than family. Okay, South Node Capricorn, North Node Cancer. You valued money, you overworked, you neglected your family, you neglected quality time. This lifetime, South Node Capricorn, North Node Cancer, you are tasked with um, changing the dynamics of the reason behind overworking and working and being so focused on being driven on material things, and they want you to move out of those things because a lot of that behavior was because of lack. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of the behaviors that Capricorn, dominant people, Saturn dominant people have in their chart is that they experience a lot of lack in their past life. They experience a lot of past lives where they were poor. So they're always worried about not having enough. And because of that, they tend to neglect their family. They miss out on living life and experiencing life from a place of feeling abundant and just being. It's always about work, work, work. I have to succeed. I have to have money. I have to provide. You understand? It's living in self-preservation, self-survival all the fucking time. And that's just a little bit of the example that I can give you just to kind of make it simple. It's more complex than that, but just to kind of give you an example because that's myself in North Node. And then and then a lot of that is being greedy, being very overly ambitious. And then the difference between the opposite sign, is Cancer. And Cancer is all about nurturing. Cancer is all about compassion, giving, self-sacrifice versus being very selfish, being very driven, being very cold, detached, not being emotionally connected, so it's the opposites, and spirit wants you to come out of one energy and move you into a new energy so that you can have a different experience. Okay, I hope I explained that well. Let me see what Zodiac is saying. So the next 2 weeks are valid. So I hope I explained that with that example that I gave. But let me get back to the reading. Yeah, materialistic, but not. It's not always because this. It's because based off of my own knowledge. Because like I said, this is not my first rodeo on this planet. It's because a lot of times people that act that way have lived in a very impoverished way and had at some point in their past life experienced poverty, hunger, lack. A lot of obese people have been starved in past lives. A lot of people that overeat, it's an emptiness, and sometimes it's an emotional lack. So there's a lot of examples that I can give you guys, but what I can say to you guys is that these next 2 weeks are crucial. I'm not an astrologer, but I do watch astrology channels. I do have some that I really like. I watch different astrologers because different astrologers um, relay the information differently. So I like to listen to multiple astrologers just so I can get a feel of what I should expect. And one thing I know for sure is that I don't want to be stuck. And I know that I just came out of a 30-year cycle because I chart my life. And I know that the last 29 years of my life, I'm a Saturn dominant person, Vedic and tropical astrology. My Vedic chart is very Saturn dominant, and my tropical, I'm very Saturn dominant. And if you don't know what that means, hopefully Zodiac King could put what that means when you have a lot of your Saturn dominant, what that means. And it's not fun. So Spirit is saying that, your emotions are affecting your finances. You've been through some difficulties, and you really want to accomplish a dream. You have aspirations and goals. It says earn money doing something that you love. This is about not chasing money, but chasing a dream, letting the passion drive you, letting the inspiration drive you so that you are motivated. Because sometimes when we let money drive us, if we're money driven, it tends to make us lose sight of the bigger picture, and it tends to keep us rooted in the ground, the lower chakras. We want to be fully open and awake. So awakening is about opening up all the chakras, aligning all the chakras, using all of the chakras. You need head and heart, right? You right when you're making decisions, you need both. That's balance, but you also need to incorporate all the chakras and understand how they work in unison with each other when it comes to living in the earth plane. Okay, because you're a spiritual being, but you're experiencing being human. And part of being human is experiencing life and enjoying your life, but also through the process of enjoying life and experience life, you are going through spiritual awakening. And a lot of the desires that you have is rooted in the base chakra. This is why this author illustrated this card with a red stone, because this is a financial deck. They're letting you know that your emotions are affecting your finances because you feel a lack of security and a lack of stability. Root base chakra. This is why I say that you have to learn to be well rounded in spirituality. You have to kind of educate yourself on all different aspects of, especially if you're going to read cards, on all the different symbols that you have available to you through numerology, through colors, not just through the intuition. All of this is required, and I'm telling you that there is this fear-based self-preservation or survival mode, flight or flight, that's being activated through a sense of lack, or being activated because you've experienced some sort of loss, lack, and this could be this lifetime and previous lifetimes. And because you're still holding on to those things that you perceive as losses, it's affecting how you're manifesting, because you're operating from a space of depreciation instead of appreciation. So instead of appreciating value or seeing more value in your life, you are depreciating the value around you, because you're only viewing it from a space of the glass is half full instead of, is it half full? You're viewing it from the space of the glass is half empty instead of the glass is half full. Do you see the difference? You're always looking at something is like, is something is missing, something is missing, I'm lacking something, I don't have enough of something. You're always viewing life that way. You know what I'm saying? And spirit is trying to get you to understand that you have to come out of that energy, because that energy is keeping you from having what you want. And part of the reason why is because you're letting the emotions rule. You're needing to find more balance with being more practical, and not letting your emotions take control, because sometimes when we get overly emotional, we don't have the energy we need to put in the effort that we need. We tend to procrastinate, we tend to be distracted. Spirit says you're paying too much attention to your love life and ignoring your career. So this is about getting rid of distractions as well. um, your emotions can be a good thing because they can inspire you. If there is something that you feel emotionally connected to, it can be a good thing, right? Because let's just say you love to cook, you absolutely adore doing hair, or you love to do people's makeup. That that is going to make you want to do it. The more you love something, the more you're going to want to do it. So the caveat with the emotions is kind of figure out the things that fulfill you, that make you happy, versus the things that don't make you happy, and focus on the things that make you happy. Okay. Spirit is saying that if this season is going to require faith, because as on a collective level and on an individual level, things have to kind of change, right? You know that we're living in a world where there's a lot of crime, there's a lot of injustice, there's a lot of people suffering, and collectively, That has to change, but it can't change if we don't work on the individual self, right? Because we could look at the world as a whole. For example, one of the biggest examples that we see right now outwardly is race, right? And gender. And we could collectively say all white people don't, most white people don't like black people, but that's not necessarily true, right? Um, so we have to look at it on an individual basis and look at what these individual, how have individuals and their individual belief affect, how does that affect the collective as a whole, right? So if, let's just say I don't like, let's just say I don't like a certain religious group, right? And I'm just using this as an example. I'm not a bigot or anything like that, but just to say I just grew up believing that that particular religious group is bad. Okay, it's weird, it's strange, but that's just my belief, and that was just what I was taught. And let's just say you multiply me by 100, and then you multiply me again by 1,000, and there's a bunch of us that just think that that religious group is weird, it's dumb, it's strange. It could affect the collective because now we are, because of our beliefs, which might not be 100% true, we might be discriminating against other people and infringing on their free will to believe what they want. So this is why Spirit is saying collectively there's changes happening to all of us to help to change these beliefs and all these restrictions. And we're moving out of earth energy and we're moving into air energy. And when we were in this earth energy, very Capricorn, Capricornian energy, we see how it affects us on a political level. We see how it affects us on a world level, our money systems, our banking systems. We always hear about that one percenter, the one percenters, the people that control the world, the banks that control everything. We see how the government has been operating because it has been in that Capricornian energy. But now we're moving into Aquarian energy or air sign energy, which is going to change the dynamics of politics, religion, the way we think, what is acceptable in society. And as you know, several years ago, um, same sex relationships weren't embraced and um, they weren't accepted. And then if we look now in this generation, we see that it's more acceptable to be, um, a little bit more free and liberal when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to gender roles. So we see all these changes taking place, and there is a reason for this. And it's because we've been living in a society where we have people have been discriminated against because of the color of their skin, because of their gender, because of their sexuality. People have been enslaved because of beliefs and religion. And these things are not right, okay? No matter what your belief systems are. You have to know that at a certain level, it's inhumane to discriminate against other people just because of something you believe, right? So this is why these planets are coming in and these changes are taking place collectively and on an individual level. Spirit is trying to make changes in your life to get you to let go of the behaviors and the patterns that are affecting you and that can collectively affect everybody else. Okay, so Spirit is saying trust the universe. Okay, and it says the universe is asking you to trust that all your needs will be met no matter what you're going through. Everything will work out. And I can attest to this. There's been times where I was like, I this has been the best year for me financially, to where I didn't really have to like worry about money. But I have had a few instances where things became very tight, and then I did get a little bit discouraged, but everything worked out in the end, right? I've always found a way. Everything was taken care of. And even in my past, when I was working a regular job, and I told you guys how I was struggling a lot, and robbing Peter to pay Paul, overdrafting all the time, getting payday loans. This was years ago, like 10, maybe 12, 13 years ago. But I'm just giving you an example of my growth, like as far as getting my finances in order and managing my money better. Every time I would worry about how I'm going to pay this, how I'm going to pay that, I always was able to get it paid. Like it got taken care of. It may have been late, but I figured a way, right? There was always a way. So Spirit is wanting you to know that your needs will be met. But when you stay in the energy of trusting and having faith, you won't have to go through all the hurdles that you would go through when you're worrying, okay? And there's a spiritual reason why you're experiencing this cycle. And this is important for you to understand. There is a spiritual reason. I just talked about collectively why these things are happening collectively. You may be thinking about, the virus. You may be thinking about, why are they forcing people to get vaccinated? And some people are thinking vaccinations are good. And why are, there's this vax versus unvax. Like there's a lot of stuff happening. But what I can tell you is anytime you infringe on someone's rights and you discriminate or you restrict people, it's wrong. Ethically, it's not right. When we talk about laws, you have laws and you have rules, but you have unspoken rules and you have universal rules. And, there are things that are happening that are just not right on a universal level that is just unethical. And the universe has to come in and make the necessary changes so that everybody can have the quality of life that we deserve. And then we may not experience it in our lifetimes, but it's for our children and their children. Okay. And it says this is a good time to connect with your spirit guides. So this is saying connect with your spirit guides because your spirit guides are here to help you. And the universe is working in your favor. So whatever you're going through, there is a reason for it. And a lot of times what you're going through is meant to help you with your own soul's growth, especially if you have racked up a lot of karmic debt. Some people don't believe in karmic debt, but I'm not one of those people. I do believe that if you do something that's wrong, that there's a consequence. That's what I believe. I believe that if you do something that's unethical, that it's going to catch up with you one of these days. Okay? That there is going to be a consequence so that you can learn not to behave that way, right? Sometimes we make mistakes and sometimes it takes us to make those mistakes for us to realize, okay, I this is not the way I'm supposed to behave. This is not the way I'm supposed to act. Because when I act this way, when I think this way, when I speak this way, these are the results. And you may not like the results. Now, some of you guys may think to yourself, well, what about all those other people that are doing bad things? They seem to be doing okay. It's about their chart placements. But I'm not going to go into that. But I want to talk about whoever is feeling like they've been going through a hard time in this moment. It's happening for a reason. And most of the time, it is because it is beneficial. It just looks like it's not while you're in it, but it is beneficial. The greater good, it does benefit the greater good. Spirit says comfort. It says, though you may not be rich, you are going to be entering a comfortable period. It says your finances will be in a state of balance in the future potential. So in the present moment, trust, and in the future, if you trust and have faith, you will be comfortable. Okay, financially comfortable. Okay, so collectively, um, these transits are very powerful, and the next 2 weeks are crucial. The decisions you make um, are crucial, and it is important. Like I said, tomorrow, go on YouTube, go look for horoscope reading. I mean, the astrology readings about, the new moon and about Saturn, and educate yourself to know to see how it's gonna affect your particular rising sign. You need to check for your rising. Most astrologers will have like they'll say, rising sign, and then your sun and moon sign will be affected. But what will be affected the most is the rising sign. So when you're watching the videos and they have a video for, let's say, Aries, right? Let's just say that's your rising. Watch it. Also watch for your sun and your moon, but know that the rising sign is the most important sign that you want to watch for so that you can know how the transits will be affecting you and what areas they will be affecting you. And then they will give you suggestions on how to navigate through the period and what it's meant to teach you and what it's meant to change, like what type of impact it will have on you. Okay. So collectively, that's for finances, career, and just in general. And this is in spirit is saying that you can manifest even still even with the difficulties with the tiger eye crystal. So work with this crystal, but you have to let go of false beliefs. You have to let go of those beliefs that hold you back. Um, and also, there could be people, yeah, self limiting belief, limitations, and fears. You have to overcome those fears that may be holding you back, okay? Because Spirit wants you to manifest something big here. What you're manifesting is commitment or some sort of reunion. And Spirit is saying that you have to let go of fear, or somebody needs to, okay? Somebody, we have water. They kept showing me water, trying to ignore it just because I'm a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this is the Ace of Cups. You have communication coming in, so Spirit wants you to know that with this communication or with this inspiration coming from Spirit, Spirit is helping you to overcome some sort of obstacle, and it could be either with reuniting with someone or breaking a soul tie. And feminine, this is important for you because this is about transcending those barriers, those limitations, and the fear that's keeping you from having what you want. So let's talk about love since I'm using a love deck. Let's see what the messages are for love, and then I'll go ahead and answer the question. Start doing the personal readings. If you haven't booked, please book. I'm sorry that I didn't pin, but I'm going to pin now. If you need to know how to book, and you're just unsure, please don't hesitate to ask. We are here to help you. It's really simple. You go to my website, you click on book a reading, and then it takes you to my list of services, and then you choose the very first service, which is YouTube live reading. It's a $25 reading that I do right here in this live, and it's I answer whatever question you have, and just gives you the ability to get a reading where you won't have to wait. It is a $25 reading, so it's not going to be as in depth. I'm going to try to give you the most important information you need to know, and then we keep it moving. Okay. I do appreciate your donations in advance, and I do want to let you know that I am accepting donations, just because donations, like free good karma donations. So if you don't want to get a reading but you want to support the channel, my moderator will list my Cash App information to where you can donate. If you want to use Super Chat, you feel free to donate through Super Chat. But you can donate through Cash App, or you can book a reading with me. Don't forget to hit the like button, just to exchange energy, because we do promote reciprocity on this channel, equal give and take. I give a little energy to you guys with these messages, and you give me a little energy back by liking the video so that you can help other people find my videos on YouTube. All right, let's get started with the love message. I have four cards in front of me. Mercury. So Mercury retrograde. Mercury is being represented here because some sort of communications coming in. Now, this communication could be, inspiration from spirit, like spirit guides giving you messages, but this could actually be communication. Some of you guys could be taking a short distance trip, or someone could be traveling towards you, but it is short distance. So this would be somewhere in your city, okay, or maybe in the next city. So it's not going to be a very far travel, but it does have something to do with reunion. So I'm going to ask Spirit to give me four cards to clarify the four cards on the table. And I'm going to read Sapphire, um, Pink Sapphire Spirit, because I think this is tied to love, okay? Because pink is tied to the crown chakra. But I think I want to read it because this could be there could be a message here that you need to hear. Four cards for the four cards on the table. So we have betrayal, clarifying communication. Bottom of the deck, lessons of Mars, clarify reunion. True love, clarifying reunion and deception. Clarify feminine, completion, and spiritual mission. I see reconciliation poking out, and transcendence, retreat for important self care, and renew an adventure. And then I see new love. Some of you guys, somebody's going to come in and try to reconcile with you. You're going to believe that this person's your true love, but there is deception with whatever this reconciliation is tied to. It is part of your spiritual mission to complete a cycle, and to transcend this obstacle so that you can have a new beginning. Some of you guys are not going to be happy with that you were meant to reconnect with someone just for it to end, just so you can complete the karma. Okay, it's a karmic relationship. You just need to get what you need to get, and you need to move on. So somebody may be reaching out to you. Now, this could be happening to somebody else. Somebody else could be in communication with somebody. There, there could be a sexual attraction, but someone's intentions are not pure here with this betrayal card. So if someone is reaching out to you, just know that there could be deception. We have reunion, we have true love, and we have deception, and we have feminine completion and spiritual mission. Your outcome is that you need to retreat for self care, and then you have a renewal. You need to renew so that you can get back out there and meet somebody new. Okay, someone wants another chance to make things right, and you know what? This may be coming with this deceptive energy. Bottom of the deck, there's a codependency. There's still some sort of addiction. So some of you guys still have to wrap up something. Is what is showing up here for me. White flag and addictions. Clarify. But this could be your masculine going through this situation with somebody else. But let's see. Clarify white flags and addictions. Yeah, spirit guides are helping someone break free of some sort of toxic relationship. There could be an earth sign coming towards somebody, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, or somebody is dealing with one. There will be some sort of fated situation or some sort of um, divine intervention in regards to that. How does that tie into this Mercury retrograde energy with this betrayal and this Mars part? So he talked about Mars being transited. So there's a King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or somebody that is feeling a lot of passion. Maybe his intent is to come in and have some sort of physical relationship. It says trust is part of your journey, understanding that through this pain, it was teaching you and others to learn to love more deeply and at a higher capacity. This person may contact you. They may, tell you that they're, may communicate with you in regards to something that happened to them. Clarify who this King of Wands is and what is this person's. Yeah, this person just had an ending, or you may have had an ending with this person and you may still be healing. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it could be someone that's showing up as the King of Wands, someone that you had a physical relationship with, someone that you used to communicate with. This person could be reaching out to you, um, or they're having some sort of ending. What's this reunion energy about? Happy. Someone is so you might someone may be reuniting with someone and it feels really good, but there's deception. Someone could be stringing somebody along. I don't know what this is about, spirit. Clarify. Reunion. Ace of Swords. But there's Two of Pentacles. So someone comes in and communicates, but they're juggling. Be careful. What's the purpose? So what's happening here? What's this earth energy? Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, and jealousy. Clarify lessons of Mars. Sword in the truth. It looks like there's a masculine you were dealing with. He just received some sort of lesson, and it had something tied to sexual, some sort of sexual relationship, some sort of pattern of sexual addiction, or connecting to people very on a very surface level. Okay, there's some sort of communication or information that you're going to receive about this, about an ending. I mean, it feels like you at some point may had an ending with somebody and you're still kind of freeing yourself or had to free yourself because it was toxic. But this feels like this is what this masculine is doing right now. Can we clarify the King of Wands? Yeah, ego. So there's a completion of a cycle with this person. They're happy because spirit is saying divine timing, trust. So this person's having an ending, this King of Wands. So some of you guys, it could literally be a fire sign, having an ending with another person that's an earth sign. Yeah, life path 11 is hard, but it is it's a blessed path. If you harness the power of it, you can be you could be a master manifester. Okay, so what is this truth coming in? What is this clarity with the Ace of Swords? Someone is realizing that they thought somebody was, so this is saying that somebody thought that somebody was their true love, but it wasn't. Somebody thought that something was going to make them happy, but it didn't, and it's a reunion. So I'm not sure if this is about to happen to somebody here, where you get into a reunion with someone thinking, oh, this is what I want, this is what I've been waiting for. Be careful because someone is juggling, okay? Or this is happening to the masculine. Can we clarify? Ace of Swords, yeah. See, someone is being love bombed by a narcissist. Somebody is in a one-sided relationship or will offer you something that's going to be very one-sided. Um, See, and Spirit is saying, someone needs to set a boundary or avoid the snake energy. And I'm just trying to understand, is this coming to us? Is this a warning? Or are you saying that this is happening to this masculine? It says do things differently. Yeah, it's happening to this masculine. He's in a one-sided relationship. He has had an ending. And now he wants to do things differently. Because I was about to say, I don't think this is for us. Because we've been through too much to be going through this bullshit again. So this masculine thought that somebody was his true love. He thought that somebody was the one, but that person was a snake. And now he's wanting to come out of that parasitic symbiotic. He's putting an end and he wants to change. Let's see if this is true. If this, do you want to change, masculine? Is that what you want to do? You want to come out of this behavior of being narcissistic? Yeah, he says, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. I just learned something over here, and I want to feel that way again. And I know that I crossed the line with you. Yeah. So he's realizing that he was very deceptive towards you. He realized that he hurt you, he betrayed you. He's waiting for some sort of sign, and he's saying he wish he could take back his words. Are you becoming a better person? You came closer than anyone. He's realizing that you came closer than anyone, and he does feel you, even though you guys are apart. So I'm not sure if he's that better person yet. Well, let's see. So something's happening in your masculine, and he's seeing the truth about a one-sided relationship. Okay, so what is this completion energy being clarifying the feminine? What is this? So there was some sort of closure issue, focusing on self, time to heal. So there's a healing that's taking place, but this is now addressing a feminine. Clarify. I lost myself for a little while. I want to be more than friends. So now he's realizing that he wants a new beginning with you. I wish I can share my good news. So he's saying that I'm leaving somebody, feminine, because now I realize, and whoever he's leaving is an earth sign, or he's leaving a relationship. Clarify Ace of Earth. Clarify Ace of Earth. How do you feel about that Earth energy over there? Yeah, he knows that he needs to let that Earth energy go. So whoever this is realizes that they need to let go of an Earth sign or somebody that they have a stable foundation with. This is clear. Your person's about is leaving somebody and they're about to come and contact you. And what's this transcendence energy about? I stay awake thinking about you. So this person has to retreat because they have to heal first. Tell me about recharge. Yeah, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Tell me about recharge. They want forgiveness. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I wish things could be different. My life is not together as it seems. I feel like this person's going to come in. I hit who I really am, but they're going to come a little bit deceptive. Your lesson this time around with this person is to set a boundary with them. And when you set this boundary and when you focus on yourself and you move on, this is this person's lesson. This person's lesson is to lose you because the timing isn't right. You Spirit is still testing you to see if you have or if you're ready, if you are ready to come out of this codependent connection, this toxic attachment. I feel like you're going to set a boundary with this person, and now this person's going to have a realization that you're going to retreat, and this person's hoping that you can forgive them. They're having a hard time releasing you. I feel like Spirit is directing you towards something new. What happens for the feminine? Yeah, because this is chemistry. This person comes in intensely and wants to have chemistry with you, but They're not committing. They're not committing. They're still holding back. And that's not good enough for you. Can we clarify what needs to be transcended? Yeah, this person has to let go of the past, and they need to let go of that parasitic symbiotic before you can take them back. So I feel like you are going to be approached by somebody, but you need to set a boundary. You need to not jump in, don't rush into the situation with this person. I think that communication lines of communication should be open, but I think that you shouldn't rush because you may make a mistake. What should be transcended here? Thoughts. Also, yeah, someone is feeling a lot of guilt because they have dealt with some sort of third party situation that didn't work out, and they're feeling guilty. So, like I said, there needs to be a little bit of a timeout. So, they may communicate with you or they may not, but there is something that you're seeing. Or maybe they're getting this communication, or if this person's contacting you, they're not fully, they're still attached to somebody else. Okay, so just know that that's not going to be for everyone. I'm reading the signs, and so I did have fire, but it could be earth. Let me clarify. um Clarify King of Wands, North Node, clarity, and unexpected. Yeah, you may get an unexpected message from a fire sign, but this person's acting in ego. Okay, fearing rejection, or they may trigger you. This person comes in for a renewal or a spark, but this sometimes could be of a sexual nature. What is his intent? We have Autumn. What is his intention? Chemistry. See? So just be mindful that there is somebody coming in, but this person's emotionally unavailable. I don't think, and this could be the past. Is this past energy? But Spirit says autumn, in the autumn season. So this is going to happen for some of you guys. This is someone from your past, and it's a fire sign. So if you resonate with, you were dealing with a fire sign person, this is, keep your eyes open. They're having an ending, and they're kind of still in that energy of coping. And a lot of the ways they cope or escape is, instead of dealing with their issues, is they jump from one person to the next. And they may be thinking about jumping right into your lap. Thinking about you, and they're realizing that you were different. But yeah, they're realizing that you were different, but they're not different yet. So they could keep their shit to themselves until they get their shit together. And I'm not saying reject this person. I'm saying that this person is going to come back, but they're still wounded. They do. I don't understand this true love energy here, Spirit. True love and deception. I don't understand that. So this person could be holding back how they really feel. Can we clarify true love, twin flame? And can we clarify deception, transcending obstacles? Yeah. So this person is coming back because they do feel a true love connection with you, but they're going to be holding back. They're not going to be, I feel like this person's still like playing games, or they're just too scared. I don't know. You're going to definitely be trying to protect yourself. I definitely see you're going to be really triggered by this person coming back and trying to communicate with you. Clarify deception. Yeah, sudden change, shocking news. What's this shocking news about? Yeah, not dealing hurt, avoiding a call. Yeah, you're going to be very surprised when this person reaches out, and you're going to be afraid. So what's the advice for the feminine? What is the feminine supposed to do, or what are they supposed to learn here? Are you wanting, what is happening? What is the advice? Sacred sexuality, and it says this connection has the potential for a sacred tantric alchemy. It says it's not you, so don't reject yourself. There's too much distance. What's the advice? Soul imprints, unresolved wounds. You still feel wounded. You may feel, you may hear or see on social media that this person's with somebody else for some of you guys. Clarify sacred sexuality. Yeah, see, healing from heartbreak. So the advice is to heal from heartbreak, to free yourself from a toxic relationship or addiction. And Spirit says, yes, there will be communication coming in, but have faith. This person will hesitate, and timing is everything. Clarify rejection, sadness, missing you. It's just thinking about you and unsure about the future. Yeah, I feel like you're unsure, and there is this fear of being rejected. So they're saying, don't reject yourself, feminine. What's the advice for the feminine? Yeah, yeah, be careful because there's a third party. Because timing. Be careful of being seduced, and make healthy choices. Focus on yourself and set boundaries with this person. This person's not ready, but they're coming. All right, let's get started with the personal readings. Hope that was helpful. All right, Hagar. Who else booked? If you book, let me know. Yep, we are. I'm done now. I'm done. I just wrapped up the collective message. This person needs to break free of an earth sign, whoever this person is. I'm going to read Sapphire Spirit. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. Forgiveness, choosing to heal, acceptance, letting go, soothing the heart. Yeah, this is an opportunity for you to forgive somebody and to let something go so that you can move into your new cycle. It says, yeah, forgiveness is a gift. Yep. Relationship message. It says, embrace your power for healing now. Says this pink sapphire spirit, and that means turning inward instead of concerning yourself with others at this time. Let go of any urge to go over all that went wrong or to relive the past. You deserve to feel joy, confidence, and faith. To do so, you must let go of the old stories and release the pain that no longer is serving you. Sometimes it links, so if you feel it coming up, let yourself experience it on its own way out of you. Have a good cry, vent, get all that energy out of you, and then feel yourself filling up with the love and acceptance you deserve, coming to you courtesy of the love bearer of the conscious universe. Pink Sapphire Spirit is here to remind you that you are all you need to be. You are whole and beautiful, and the conscious universe knows how very strong you are. Yeah, so somebody's about to come in, and they may come in, and you don't set your expectations too high. Okay? Okay. You ready, Hagar? You were? I'm sorry about that. Okay, no problem, Hagar. This is our first reading. Ooh, good question. Okay. You release. So I know you're worried, and I don't want to sound insensitive because I'm a mama, and I learned, through my son running away and doing all kind of crazy shit. Um, right now, um, I'm gonna tell you to relax, okay, and don't allow yourself to get stressed out. All right, and don't think of the worst case scenario. He's grown. You're not little. Our jobs is to prepare them to be adults, to be independent of us. So understand that you need to find peace in your heart. Okay, I want you to concentrate on peace instead of worrying. And you did not fail. Oh, come on, later. I got gas in here. I don't know why it does this. Be careful so I don't burn my house down. Okay, Spirit of the Universe, please give me clear, accurate messages for Hagar, for our highest and holiest good. I'm gonna pull a crystal spirit card for you, Hagar, and I'm gonna read the prosperity message for you, and then I'm gonna tell you what your message is from Spirit on how to advance your career, how to use this new moon energy to advance your career. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Please give me clear, accurate messages for Hagar, for her highest. Oh, Amber, for her highest and holiest good. Right off the top, Spirit, for Hagar. What does she need to know? Most important information for prosperity. Spirit says, Pedalite. Pedalite is cute. Card 46. I'm sorry, card 42. It's a cute stone. Okay, pedalite, very interesting selection, Spirit. Thank you. So the meaning of this stone is witnessing the observer and ability to detach the impersonal quality of the universe. So the prosperity message for you for pedalite is, when you get bogged down with all the details and complexity of a situation, it requires patience and the ability to step back and observe the bigger picture at work. When intending abundance, there are times when you think you have all the answers or you believe you know the how of getting to a goal or an outcome, when in fact you don't. The universe must play its part, and that means you don't have to be afraid. Even temporary setbacks will lead to big wins if you avoid reacting to the temporary conditions that arise when you make changes and reach for something greater. There is a saying, new level, new devil. Imagine that relating to your own resistance to greatness. Peter Light Spirit says to trust and to observe and to remind yourself from the position of the observer. Everything is interesting. So don't be so focused on an outcome or focus, because you could be kind of overthinking a little bit. I think that that's why Peter Light came out for you. But to know that the universe is playing its part. And if you've been experiencing any setbacks or if you're worried about setbacks, you don't have to worry. Okay. What's the messages for the Aquarian? That everything is temporary and things are going to work out. Ask for help. The universe wants to help you. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to worry. Slow down. Easy does it. Don't have to rush. Okay. And media. Okay. So Spirit says you're going to enter a comfortable period of your life, Hagar. It says you may not be rich, but you will be living comfortably, and your finances will be in a state of balance, or they are in a state of balance. Okay, so you are about to enter a very comfortable period, and something from your past is coming back. Okay, it could be a lesson, or it could be a gift, or some sort of money for something you did in your past. So that's good news, and I'll clarify that for you. So Spirit wants you to ask for help. So at this time, you're getting assistance from Spirit, and I've been talking about this. So this is kind of like like maybe like a summary of what we've been talking about the last couple of days, and some of the lives that I've done when I said that you are going to get assistance, and it is going to be allies coming in to help you, people coming in, and there's going to be inspired thoughts. There's going to be a lot of help for you. So Spirit says consider asking for help in regards to your financial problem, and that's what you're doing. You need help. You're considering doing something, and you want to make sure that everything's aligned, everything's right, right. You want to make sure all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed. But look at your situation from a new perspective. It says you will have some resources remaining. So I feel like there could be a little bit of worrying or overthinking a situation when it comes to finances and career. You need to be careful not to do that so that you don't get discouraged or you don't get overwhelmed. Okay. Again, Spirit says you may have experienced a few setbacks, but they are temporary. Okay. Spirit is saying these are temporary setbacks. Spirit is saying whatever your question is, the answer is yes. Go for it. Okay. So you are worried about something that you want to start, or even maybe accepting some sort of offer from somebody. You're fearing that, well, what if I have a setback? Or what if something goes wrong? You don't have to worry about that. because it didn't happen yet, right? If you have had setbacks in your past, look at those things and see how you've overcome, see how you've been able to manage. Like I said earlier, that I've had, a lot of financial restrictions, and I was always able to make a way, right? Whatever you're doing, you are going to have support and you are going to be successful. Your answer is yes. It says whatever your question is, this is telling you to go for it. Do not procrastinate or wait to take the next step. Just go ahead and do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let an opportunity pass you by. I think that you're afraid of some sort of opportunity. You think that what if if you take this opportunity, it may not work out. If you trust a particular person, they may become unreliable. So you may have a little bit of fears and reservations, which is very normal. But you are being asked to ask for help and to look at your situation from a new perspective. Look at the glass half full. You have resources and you have assistance and support, especially through the divine. The divine is here to help you. Easy does it. Spirit says slow and steady wins the race. I feel like this is both financial and love for you. Spirit says this is not a good time to rush because you need to pay attention to all the details before you do make certain decisions. Okay. Not saying don't start it, but making sure you're paying attention to the details and taking your time. Spirit says, careful not to get involved in any get rich quick schemes. I think that if there is some sort of offer coming in from the past, or if there's somebody from the past coming in, just be mindful with being cautious. It says, look to the past to understand the future, a lesson, an experience, or an old skill. You could be earning or receiving money from something you did in the past, or something from the past is coming back. Why are you telling her easy does it, Spirit? Why are you asking her to take it slow? It says be a sport. It says you're being asked to have more fun. Yeah, easy does it because you tend to overwork, overpsych yourself when it comes to a project or something you're working on. They want you to have fun, so they want you not to be so focused on just the goal, but they want you to have fun. They're also saying co-create with the universe. Be willing to allow the universe to help you. You don't have to bear the burden all on your own. And they said that you can improve your finances by collaborating with somebody or allowing somebody to help you. I talked about this in another reading. I said that some of you guys have soulmates, people from the past that are wanting to help you financially. And sometimes it's hard for us to cooperate or to open up to people because we're afraid, right? We're afraid that what is this person's motives? What is this person's what if this person hurts me, or takes advantage of me? Spirit wants you to know that there is help that is available, but you're going to need to be open to this help, and that you need to be careful with rushing the process when it comes to being assisted, or even when it comes to the universe helping to bring things in alignment for you. If you are focusing on planting a seed, it is going to grow and it's going to take time because you're going to need to nurture it, water it, and take care of it so that it can bear great fruit for you. And this is why Spirit is saying not to rush. Now, Spirit is asking you to do a collaboration or to work with somebody else or to allow other people to help you. And this is important. And I'm going to clarify why. So, Spirit is saying you need to step into the spotlight, get seen. So, this means to come out of your comfort zone. Don't allow your talents to go unnoticed. It's just a career in television, radio, magazine, anything in mass media might be appealing to you, but it doesn't have to be. And saying that, yeah, maybe you need to get out there, maybe put yourself on social media. You may be a little shy, you may be a little bit uncomfortable with putting yourself out there, but this is what's going to actually draw people towards you and to help whatever this endeavor is to prosper for you. Spirit says it's time to get more publicity. Whatever it is that you're doing is going to require you to be in the public eye. And if you want to increase your finances. So, what is this that she may be needing to do? It's something that you make. So, to promote your product, Spirit says that there is something wonderful just waiting to be expressed with your hands. It is part of your life purpose. So, you may be considered doing something when it comes to homemade items, so, or crafts, or anything that requires you to use your hands. So you may make something unique. It says think of ways to generate money that no one else has ever done before, or try something new. So they're suggesting that if you're trying something new, to use, you can do some, you can use a skill or a talent that you already have, and you need to market it and get more publicity, get it out there, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever this product is or service is, put it out there so that more people know to find you, know where to purchase the product, so that you can increase your finances. So maybe marketing, but this is part of your life purpose. Spirit says you've been experiencing some slow money, some a halt in money, or maybe money's been coming in slow, or this could be a fear of yours. Again, they're reinforcing to pay attention to the details and to plan, plan. What they want you to know is that there is going to be some sort of change. Yes, this is part of your life purpose, and you are going to get new ideas and inspiration. So, whatever you're thinking, it is the universe guiding you. So, if you've been really focusing and getting an idea, or there's been something that's been on your mind, this is the universe saying, we are inspiring you with these ideas because these are part of your life purpose. And Spirit is saying, what is meant for you will never pass you by. Ask for your needs to be met, and things will be in a line. So, please ask the universe for help and watch the universe bring whatever it is in. If you have been in this energy of where you felt like things are restricted or debt is piling up, change is coming for the better. So beautiful changes coming in, but Spirit says you're going to need to make some necessary changes, and this is coming out of your comfort zone and not being so afraid of trying something new. Yeah, so it's time for you to come out of your shell. But there's something good coming in. So what's this? So the help is your it's required for you to really allow the universe to help you and believe that the universe is helping you. Saying, you know what? And then when you start to recognize how the universe is helping you, you're gonna realize that, ooh, this help is always available, right? Because the universe does really, really, really does bring in the help you need when you need it. Absolutely. You ask and it comes. It's just sometimes we don't realize it. Self love, intentions. Again, I talked about setting positive intentions. Set the intention that you want help. Spirit, I need help. And Spirit is going to inspire you when to take action. They're going to say when to take action and when not to take action with the life purpose card. Bottom of the deck, yeah, plant seeds of intention. Beautiful energy, see? So this is what these ideas are. These are ideas being planted within your mind so that you can bring them into fruition. You can materialize them. So yes, these intentions are beautiful seeds that are going to grow. Look at the pictures. It's going to grow. But if you think about a seed, right? Let me give you an example I used once before that Spirit has downloaded in me. Spirit downloaded the coconut tree. It's the coconut tree. We don't think about coconut trees, right? You don't wake up saying, "Oh, I wonder how long it takes for a coconut tree to grow." But I was using this deck, and then they had this illustration. It was the Seven of Pentacles, and it had this guy climbing up his coconut tree, and he was harvesting his coconuts. And I thought about that, and I Googled, how long does it take for a coconut tree to from a seed and to bear coconuts? It takes 7 years for you to plant a coconut seed, which is the coconut, and for it to grow into a tree that is ready to bear fruit. And I thought that that was so interesting because the Seven of Pentacles is the seven, and the coconut tree takes 7 years. So, Spirit is wanting you to know that sometimes you will start something and it will take a long time for you to see the results. And sometimes we get discouraged because we're like, why don't I see results? Because sometimes it takes seeds a long time to grow. And you need to understand that sometimes things take time, and that whatever you're working on, it's going to take time, and it's going to take hard work, and it's going to take faith. But know that it is going to bring in fruit. You're going to have a good harvest if you do things with the help of the universe. Someone may be offering something to you, and you may have a decision to make. Again, this is about you moving into your North Node, life purpose. Again, life purpose, cosmic purpose. Okay. but it may require you to detach from something you've experienced in the past, because whatever you have experienced in the past, it is what may prevent you from having this change. So please be aware that you can't stay stuck. Spirit's going to push you off the ledge eventually, okay? Or they're going to make you feel so uncomfortable that you're going to have to move. So there's a time of reflection, okay? There's a time for you to reflect on what are the things that may be stopping you from moving forward or taking a leap of faith. What are your fears? I want you to really think about the things that make you afraid, and I want you to evaluate those things. And I want you to, it's kind of like, a child being afraid of sleeping in a room alone because they think there's monsters under their bed, right? And then, as a parent, you come in and you say, I'm gonna look under your bed, and you take out your flashlight or you turn on the lights and you say, see, there's no monsters under here, right? Sometimes what we are afraid of or don't even exist. It's all in our heads, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes those monsters, they're just in your head and they're not real. So there could be some fears that you have, failure or fear of success, whatever your fear is. Spirit wants you to know that these things are limiting you, and they don't have to. Okay. You may fear, "Oh, but money, what if I don't make enough money?" Don't even put that in your mind, because with spirits, if you believe that God is omnipresent, almighty, and that he can create wonders, that's saying that you believe in faith. But a lot of time what happens is, and no matter what your religion is, a lot of times we have these deities, or we believe, in the power of a higher power, right? But then when we are in need, and when it requires us to have faith, we don't. We say we want help. We want help. Please, I want money. I want all these things. But then what happens is you don't even believe that you can have them. Or how many times have you asked God for something but didn't really believe you can get it because it was taking too long? So that's what blocks the manifestation, is the fact that you kind of messed it up because you didn't believe that you could have it, or it wasn't going to happen. So you have to be careful to be very clear in your intentions, that once you put out that intention and once you say, this is what I want to manifest, you must believe that you can have it, that it will happen for you. And your final message, beautiful, beautiful, awaken to what is blocking you, and eliminating them, transcending these blocks, because they're not real restrictions. They're all in your head. They're self-imposed. Waking up to what your power, your abilities, how beautiful you are, and how loved you are, and how abundant you are. We have entertainer. Wow. Are you meant to be an entertainer? Whatever you're doing is in some sort of entertainment, because this is two cards of media being out there. This card says put yourself out there and bring the best in you so you can get noticed. And this other card says step into the spotlight and get seen. Don't allow your talent to go unnoticed. Why does spirit keep saying you need to get noticed, Hagar? You need to get noticed. Why? There's a reason why. And spirit says, um, is there a talent that you can turn into money? Yes, you have some sort of talent. You know how to do, you can make stuff, you can sew, you can do something with your hands. And that is what's going to bring you the money. And it's very entertaining. You need to think outside the box. Something that you can create, something that you make, something that you do, something that you can express, is going to be the key to your success. Thank you so much for trusting in me. Spirit says you're not poor, but you do have an emotional attachment to a job or something in the past that doesn't serve you. It says explore your wants and your needs and consider a change. You're unhappy with your income, but you're too scared to make any changes. Get out there, take a risk. Don't box yourself in. Giant leaps, baby. I think you're being very cautious. I think that you're being very closed off, very introverted, but it's time for you to put yourself out there, because somebody's going to notice you. And trust me, you're going to be very surprised how much abundance you're going to attract once you put yourself out there and trust in the universe. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. I'm so excited to see what you can come up with because Spirit wants you to know that they have a lot of faith in you, and you're coming off very beautiful, very attractive, and I'm not talking about just physically, but I'm just talking about your energy. And people need to share that. People, and this is something that requires you to be on TV, or people are going to watch you on their phone, YouTube, Instagram, pictures, maybe posting a lot. Um, some sort of entertainment, um, some sort of entertainment, or whatever you make could be part of entertainment. Yes, we have. You're worried about competition for some reason. Spirit is saying someone likes you and you're worried about competition. You don't need to worry about competition. You're very attractive, especially if this is somebody from your someone that's offering you love. You don't need to worry about competition. You think that, oh my God, there's competition. You're worried about that. You don't need to be worried about competition. You put yourself out there. This is what Spirit says. People are going to like you. People are going to like you, business wise and also romantically. You're going to be very surprised about what, or there's going to be a transformation in some sort of experience that you've been having. What's happening? Yeah, I see you releasing heartbreak, and I see you transforming, and I see you going to the next phase, and you're making a healthy choice. And this healthy choice is for your life. You're letting go of heartbreak, and I see you manifesting exactly what you want. And it's a relationship, and it's also money. Beautiful energy for you, Hagar, coming in. Money and love. People are gonna like you. Keep an open mind and stay positive. People are gonna like whatever this is that you do, and you're going to be very successful at it. Okay, and it's going to blow up fast. Even though I said slow and steady, I feel like slow and steady was that cautious energy, and I'm just saying about how you plan everything out, to be patient. But when I say blow up fast, I'm not saying overnight, but I'm saying that it's going to happen sooner than you think. Because sometimes we think about time in a very linear way, but it was just January 1st, just the other day. We was just, you know, celebrating New Year's. Like, it was just my birthday. Time is like we're almost at the end of the year, you know. So sometimes we be thinking about time and we're like, oh, it's gonna take so long. But honestly, in the blink of the eye, trust me, it's not the time it's going to take for you to reach your goal. It's just all about your perspective. Um, but I do see very good things happening for you, and I see changes for the better for you. So stay positive, my love. Let's pop bottles. Yes. You got an offer. Someone really likes you. You're scared of deception. I understand. Don't let your past hold you back, baby. So let me do the Moonology deck. Do I have any more orders? If not, I'm going to pull a message from the Moonology deck because I forgot this morning. Because of the new moon, I should have pulled a card from this deck. That should have been the very first thing I did. I forgot. It's okay. It's all right. No, it's not too late. You could book. Okay. You could book, Leslie. Okay. Ooh, woo. A time to give rather than to take. I think that this is about you receiving. I think that you've been giving a lot of yourself. Hold on. I put these in wrong. Somebody needs to give to you now. New moon in Virgo and new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into this situation. Look, new moon. Both of these are new moon cards. Somebody wants to give to you, but you need to bring love into the situation, you guys. Okay? Or this is about you giving more of yourself, not being so closed off, not being so isolated. It says be bold and make the first move. Initiate that communication, reach out, um, or be bold. Okay, or somebody's going to be bold and someone's going to come towards you making the first move. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, letting go of a burden. Ten of Swords. Yeah, things are getting better. New beginnings. Eight of Cups. Letting go of baggage. Beautiful. Walking away from baggage. Walking away from this energy of despair, of energy of lack. You're leaving all of this bullshit behind. 10, 10, 8. And be bold and make the first move is about you being initiated. This is cardinal energy, Cancer, Aries, Libra, and I forgot the other one. I think Sagittarius is a cardinal sign. Um, yeah, clarify a time to give rather than to take. This is about equal give and take, being open to receiving and giving. Yeah, coming out of a place of lack. Now it's time for you to receive. You need to come out of this energy of lack, not having enough, not feeling like you have enough love, enough support, enough money. It's time for you to receive. Somebody wants to give to you, or people will give to you. And it says, bring love into the situation. Yeah, I feel like you're coming out of this energy where you felt heartbroken, or you were are too afraid because you were afraid of getting hurt. But now it's time for you to bring love, or love is coming into your life, more love. um, Nine of Swords. No more worrying. I feel like you're liberating yourself from old beliefs and old values, or being narrow minded, or being so rigid. I feel like you're coming out of a space of feeling conflicted when it comes to what you want. We have Two of Pentacles. You have a decision, or things are going to be balanced out if you feel unbalanced. We have the Tower, Queen of Pentacles. What is this? Clarify. New phase, rekindle, renew. Someone is missing you. Is this the same shit that I pulled earlier? Clarify, be brave, and make the first move. Yeah, I see that you're closed off, um, clinging on to something, protecting yourself. Yeah, somebody's about to reach out. Remember, I said that? Someone you're in separation with, someone that had hurt you. Whoever this is missing you. They're thinking about you. They may want to rebuild, but there's a snake energy here. There's competition. What is this? Why is this person reaching out if there's competition? We have outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events. It's the same message that I gave earlier. Clarify love call. Yeah, see? Somebody is getting stabbed in the back by a third party, and this is waking them up. And because they're getting stabbed in the back by this third party, it's going to trigger them to think about you, and they're going to want to come in and rekindle with you. Yeah, they want to rebuild. They're now seeing things from a fresh perspective, and they want to be in a relationship with you now. But this is after they walk away from a third party. This is what the new moon is bringing in. So what you don't know is someone is going to be finally letting go of somebody that doesn't serve them. But it looks like it's somebody else. It doesn't look like um it doesn't look like it's happening to you, but it could be for some of you guys. It feels like somebody else is releasing a third party. Clarify. See, I know I messed everything up. I remember. See, they're awakening because they went towards somebody else, and that person ended up stabbing them in the back. They're going through a healing, and they're getting signs, synchronicities. And like I said, remember when I was like, are you becoming a better person? Spirit says yes, in divine timing they will. They're going to have a new beginning with somebody They're going to regret lying to you, not expressing how they feel about you. But they are becoming a better person, and they're having an awakening. And this is why I said that, if they communicate with you, it may not be at the right time, and they may kind of, go back to their old patterns, but you are setting a boundary. This person's waking up to the fact that they love you. So there's a new beginning, but it is being initiated now. And I don't know if this person's going to come in by the end of this month, maybe next month. But definitely, this is actually leading to some sort of commitment for you. Whether it be with this person or someone new. Clarify engagement ring. Yeah, so they're thinking about union with you, and they want forgiveness. See, this is what the new moon is bringing in. Oh, he did. He said happy birthday. What else did he say to you? That's good. I wanted to email you and ask you, did your friend message you? But I didn't want to. I didn't know if you were busy. I'm happy he emailed you. I mean, called you. What else did he say? Mm, okay, who booked? He's still in Italy. Okay. Yep. He has a gift. Good. Okay. When is he supposed to be coming back? Whew. Virgo. Virgo. Hagar, what's your person's sign? What's your person's sign, Hagar? Your sign is Libra and he's Libra too? You're both Libra? Wow. Who's this Virgo? They brought it back out. Clarify Earth. He's having a new beginning with an Earth sign, or somebody is having a new beginning with an Earth sign. See? Someone's having a new beginning with their Earth sign. But is that the deception? Completion. Clarify Earth. I don't know if this is for you, Hagar. I'm not sure. Earth. Neptune. See? Neptune. There's something about that doesn't sit well with me. Why is Neptune there? Why is Neptune there? rejection, separation, guilt, new love. I don't know if this is for the whole collective, but these are very specific messages. Yeah, obstacle, external party. That's what I thought. This is somebody else. Who's this air sign? Show me who the air sign is. Jupiter. Okay, so yeah, this is not about you. I know what this is about. Clarify. Earth. Clarify Earth. Virgo. Yeah. This is not about you. I know who this what this is about. I knew that that was a Virgo. And that's why I was like, who's this Virgo? Clarify Neptune. Clarify Virgo. What's this Virgo's intent? What's their intention? What's this person's intention here? Why? Why should I? No. Not when there's this other person around. No, thank you. Clarify. Who booked? Okay. I thought Leslie booked. Did she? I want to wrap this up. Who was one person? Oh, girl, you're basically saying what I say all the time. Everything you're saying, I say it all the fucking time. And I'm not laughing. And I know what you're going through, and I know how you feel. And it's because you're a life path 11. Are you a life path 11, or was that somebody else? Or you may not be an 11, but I've been there, and I've said those same exact words. I don't remember who said they were an 11, but anyways, it might not be her. It might be somebody else. Well, that's a bad. Oh, you are. Oh, you are too. Okay, a lot of you guys are 11s. Who else is a life path 11 in my chat? Because that might be significance. Because that's why you guys follow me. Um, you're kind of like in training. Yeah, we have it very difficult. We do. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Unfortunately. But you have to stop believing that. One and three. Okay. I'm just a double one, and I'm also a two. You're a three. You're meant to be an entertainer. FA. You're meant to be out. You need to be. You need to be out there. You need to be a socialite. Free. You're meant to be a socialite. Ones, you're meant to be leaders. You're initiators. You're self starters. You lead people. You're going to be in positions of authority. Managers, administrators. Um, 11s, we're teachers. We're meant to be teachers and healers. Okay. Add up your birthday, baby. All the numbers in your birthday one by one. So, like, let's just say your birthday is today. So, 1 plus 6, that's 7. Plus 1, that's 8. Plus 9, that's 17, which is 8. And then your birth year, just add all those numbers together and then add that number together. Okay. Clearly, energies connect me to Leslie. No, you're not freaking cursed, but you need to stop believing that. You need to stop believing that. Why are these things happening to me? I don't have friends. You guys are my friends. I don't have love. I don't have family. Just my dad, and we just start building a relationship with each other. I was alone for a very long time, and I still feel alone. I'm always lonely. I learned not to feel so lonely. I learned to just accept that I had to kind of break free of other people. And sometimes I feel bad. It hurts because I don't have the life that I see other people living. I don't go anywhere. I don't travel. And it gets tough, but there's perks to being a life path 11. The love part is a little bit too much. You're not having love and always attracting fucking users and people that are trying to hurt you all the time. That sucks. Always having to be the healer, always having to detach and never really having love, and it sucks, but there's more things to that. You need to transcend certain things. You got to learn. It's a long, hard road. It is. And every day I say, I wish I was just normal. I say, I wish I was normal. I wish I was a normal person. I do wish that sometimes. But I'm learning to accept my destiny, my purpose. I'm learning to accept it. I've learned actually to accept it. And I live a life of peace. It's lonely, but it's peaceful. I live a very peaceful life, simple life, and I try to make the best of what I have. And sometimes I feel very abundant, and sometimes I feel a lot of lack. Good luck, lobster girl. Correction officer Tess, I'm proud of you, and I know you're gonna do good, baby. Oh, I know you're gonna do great. Okay, Leslie, are you cursed? It breaks my heart. I'm actually sad. Even though I'm making light of the situation, I really feel sad sometimes. But sometimes I have to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't want to be, of course. Sometimes I see things, and I'm like, I get mad at spirit sometimes, and I'm just like, why do you keep doing this to people? But I learned to understand that it's not really spirit doing it to you, but there is reasons why we have to experience things, and it feels so unfair sometimes, doesn't it? Like, oh, it's so unfair, right? But you have to educate yourself about your chart placements and karma and transcending old lessons, old beliefs. So you have to come out of that belief system that you're cursed. That's the very first thing, baby. You need to stop saying that. You need to even don't even let that be a thought process in your mind. Spirit, give me 3 cards for the prayer, please. Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Ooh, a lot of mine. Yeah, you're too much in your head, sweetheart. You're too much in your head. What are you refusing to see? There is some sort of truth and clarity that you're refusing to see. You need to come out of choppy waters and into calmer waters. Too much in the head, and it's actually unhealthy. Anxiety. I have 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 6 is 9. Lots of worry, lots of regrets, lots of sleepless nights, constantly going back and forth in your head. But Spirit says, not by faith, baby, but by sight, honey. Not by faith, but by sight. And I'm sorry that I'm stuttering, but not by faith, but by sight. Whatever you believe will come true. If you believe you're cursed, you're not cursed. You need to open up your eyes to the truth. All of these pictures, her eyes are closed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can't really tell if her eyes are closed, but it looks like her eyes are closed in this one too. What do you think that means? Why are your eyes closed? Surrender. Surrender into your heart, not your mind. And divine source where there is no separation. You are disconnected from your higher self, baby. You have disconnected because you lost faith and you stopped trusting. Surrender into your heart and into divine source where there is no separation. The highest levels of love always serve and are without conditions. Relinquish control. Give back the will. Give your troubles to the Most High and see the truth. Leslie, the truth is that you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. That is your purpose, to transcend and overcome old thoughts, old beliefs that don't serve you anymore. Open your eyes. You have information coming in, lots of communication or inspiration rather from the universe. But you don't want to see the truth. You want to remain blind. Again, her eyes are covered. Tell me what this means to you. It's not a coincidence. You're resisting something because you accept the truth. What's the truth, Spirit? Prepare for unexpected, It says prepare for the for unexpected financial loss. This financial crisis may be out your control, but you can still control the outcome. Deal with things head on and try to prepare for the unexpected. You're not wanting to deal with things. You turn a blind eye, you try to avoid, you try to resist the changes that you need to make because of all these unexpected things that have been happening, or you're fearing the unknown. You've had crises, you had things that are outside of your control. You've been trying to control everything around you, but you can't. This is about surrendering control, surrendering to the unknown. Unexpected things are going to happen, but Spirit says you do have control to change the outcome. With the promoter card, Spirit says use the law of attraction, be the energy you want to attract. What has happened to you is that you have been manifesting from a place of lack, and from a place where you weren't trusting the universe, because you have let your fears replace intuition. You've been manifesting from a place of lack, so you've been having a lot of turmoil, a lot of crisis in your life. Spirit says it's time to step in your own power. Grow up. Stop being intimidated by what? Say yes to the things you think you can't do, Leslie. You can build your foundation. You're worried about not having money. You're worried about not being able to provide. You're worried about always struggling. You're not going to always struggle. You feel very unfulfilled. You're not happy, but you're scared to make the necessary changes because you're scared of a crisis. But what if it goes wrong? And Spirit says you need to have patience. I know it's hard, baby. I know it's hard. Divine timing is at hand, and it will require having faith. You have lost your faith. So, Spirit is saying, we have covered up your eyes. We have not revealed because we wanted you to trust us. And I'm saying us because I'm talking about ancestors, spirit guides, angels, everybody, the whole caboodle. Not by sight, but by faith. Can you trust that everything will work out in your favor? Can you trust in your own ability, capabilities, your own intuition? Can you trust that you will make the right decisions that are best for you and your family? Can you trust that you can overcome obstacles? You have to stop looking at this situation as something is happening to you. You need to take back your power, and you need to find your strength, and you need to pull through and say yes to the things you think you can't do. You can start a business, you can become successful, you can find love, you can be happy. You have to be the energy that you want to attract. If you stay in lack, you're going to continuously attract lack, Leslie. I've been struggling my whole life. That is your expectation, is you keep expecting to struggle. You keep expecting your life to always be a struggle. Why are all their eyes closed? Spirit. Life purpose. Part of your life purpose is to labor. It is, you are meant to have a little bit of difficulties. I'm sorry. But Spirit says your dependable and loyal nature will be rewarded soon. Have faith. Life purpose. Spirit says what is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. Ask for what you need and things will align. It says you will have ideas and inspiration that will guide you to your divine calling. You are getting some sort of new job, okay? I don't know if you were asking to get a new job, or maybe things are difficult because you're in a field that you're not meant to be in. What do you do for a living? Is that what you really want to do, or are you doing it because you just want to have money? Because you're doing something that's not in alignment to your highest purpose. Your life is not going to be happy. Your life is going to be difficult. If you resist where you're being led, your life is always going to be difficult. Because if you're doing a job or something that's not really making you happy, you're just settling, you're never going to have the type of freedom that you're looking for. What type of job are you leading her to, Spirit? What type of employment? Parenthood. Your job is to nurture people. Spend time with your inner child. Your patient, nurturing, and warm nature will make you a great caregiver or a parent. You remember when I was talking about South Node, North Node Cancer, and I said that a lot of times we live in that self preservation, survival mode, when really our purpose is to be parents, is to nurture the people around us. So you must have a South Node Capricorn and a North Node Cancer, like me. Is that correct? Don't forget to nurture and treat yourself. Your life purpose is to be a parent. And I think your kids resent you because maybe you didn't have the opportunity to focus on parenting because you were always fucking working. And that's not your fault. I get it. But this is coming up because Spirit wants me to talk about it. You don't know? I used to do medical bill. Well, I went to school for it, but I didn't do it because my mom died like when I was like 1 month, maybe a couple of months a couple of months away from graduating. My mom passed away suddenly, unexpectedly. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? Like, what do you see yourself doing? What talent do you want to express? I'm sorry. I don't want that to be your story. I don't want your story to be, this is what happened to me. I need you to change the narrative of your life. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I need you to reclaim your power, and I want you to change that narrative. What can you do to regain control? The narrative is not, I'm that wounded little girl. Perfect place to rebuild. Absolutely. What is your new story? When people meet you, is it going to be, this is what my father did, this is what my mom did, this is what my ex husband did? What's your new story? I need you to tell me what your new story is. Who do you want to be? Stop disempowering yourself with your words. Stop living in the past. It's okay to be lost because you're being honest and transparent. And I know you don't talk about it, but I'm just saying your whole energy is, this is who I am, right? This broken person, and I need you to become somebody different, somebody that you want to be. You don't, because think about how that holds you back. Think about how that narrative can hold you back. I understand. I used to say, this happened to me, that happened to me, this happened to me, that happened to me. I became very bitter and resentful because I kept reminding myself of this happened and that happened. And sometimes you don't talk about it, but it's there. It's always gnawing at you because you're trying to understand, why me? what did I do? But I started looking at things in a sense of what can I do to empower myself. And what can you do to empower yourself, my love? And I know it's hard because the emotions are overflowing and you feel defeated. And I've been there. I've been in your shoes, and I've been in a place where I didn't even want to live anymore. So I understand your pain, but I want you to pull from your inner strength, and I want you to tell me your new story. In this moment, don't lose your faith. Be inspired, and I'm going to send you something that I want you to listen to. I know, I'm telling you, I've been in your shoes, completely abandoned by everybody. I know what it feels like. So, who is Leslie? Yeah. It gets to the point where you're like, can I even trust God at this point? I know. And I want to tell you, and I want to offer you some words of encouragement. I've been dealing with you for a very long time, and I have seen nothing but strength in you. I have seen nothing but strength and perseverance and a deep reverence and a deep love for people, even when you didn't feel like you was getting it in return. I have seen nothing but sheer will. When you were sick, when you were out of a job, when you were alone, you found a way. You took care of what you needed to take care of, and you didn't give up. And you need to be proud of yourself. You just lost your way, my love. You are still a beautiful, wonderful, um, strong woman that is still blossoming into her true potential. And sometimes sometimes we stumble. And when I started the chat, what did I say? I say, I hear we fall down, but we get up. We fall down. She's actually not that person anymore, Hagar. And that's what Spirit is trying to get her to see. She is not that person that's broken. She is not that molested child anymore. She is not that abandoned daughter. And she's not that abandoned wife. She's not that woman that's unwanted. Change your story. You're not the same person. Don't be sorry. You're not wrong for saying what you're saying. I'm just clarifying for you guys. You are not the same. When a caterpillar climbs up on a leaf and starts to spin his silk to create his cocoon, does he come out the same? He dies and he is reborn into a butterfly. And you are in the cocoon and you are dying and you are being recreated into something brand new. And you need to let go of that narrative that I'm always abandoned, because you will always be abandoned if you keep thinking that way. You have a strong abandonment wound, as do all 11s. I know what you meant. And that's why I said don't be sorry. I know exactly what you meant. You need to choose your happiness. I'm a life path 11. And all I've known is depression, sadness, loneliness, isolation, heartbreak. And I have to every day get up and have a purpose. And my purpose is not to be that person that is disenfranchised or disempowered by my life experience, but that I believe that I can have the life that I want because I know that I deserve it. And although in my later years in life, and with my 2 or 3 gray hairs that I have on my head, which I'm not happy about, I have found peace. Spirit says paradise. Spirit says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. How can you tap into that energy? How can you look at your life from a different perspective? Because a lot of times when we're going through these different difficult situations, we don't see the beauty. We fail to see, and I had to stop and start looking at the things that I should be happy about. Because when you get into those dark emotions, you can get very stuck. You can start drowning in them, and they become very addictive because you're so used to feeling that way. So they become very addictive. So it's about breaking the habit of feeling disempowered, feeling heartbroken, feeling sad because it is like a drug. Exactly. I talk, whenever I do your readings, I always talk about your patterns, don't I? Don't I always talk about your self sabotaging patterns and why you attract the same cycle over and over and over again, and why everybody you date essentially is the relationship doesn't work out because of the abandonment wound. Yeah, but that's what everybody, we all have to deal with that. And okay, Spirit just said something to me. I want you to know that first thing you need to do is acknowledge why you feel abandoned. You have to find the root. And this is what I'm going to be focusing on in soul therapy, finding the root of the what is actually the issue and really addressing it, and really you got to uproot it, because if you take it by the root, it can't keep growing into something more and more and more, to where it engulfs you and it really engrosses everything around you gets sullied by it, right? Because it's like a dark cloud always hovering over you. It takes inner work. It takes honesty and transparency. It's talking about the hard things and looking at those hard situations, and transmuting them in forgiveness and compassion. It's going to require a lot of self-soothing, a lot of self-nurturing, and it's going to require a lot of forgiveness, baby. I need you to look at that word abandon, and I need you to try to not associate yourself with I was abandoned. Look at it as protection. Sometimes people leaving you is good for you. You just don't know it at the time. I do suggest you get a soul therapy session, Leslie, because this is not the space for the kind of um, healing you need. And I do suggest that you get a therapist. And I'm not saying this to hurt you, or I just believe that this is something that will be good for your soul. Getting you a licensed, clinical therapist, and getting you one that's more holistic, and also getting a soul therapy session um, to help you to unpack, to help you to come to really offload and really purge a lot of those hurt emotions that are holding you back. But I do recommend therapy. And I think that you can find resources. I think 211 is a universal number. I don't know what it is for different states. There should be like a hotline that you can call where you can find therapists in your area. And there's, programs for low income. And maybe if you have, maybe there's resources where you can even find free therapy. And I think that take advantage of the resources. And like I said, if you want to do soul therapy session, we can work something out. But I really want you to be able to have a space to really be able to express the things that you've been holding inside. Yeah, that you got to find a holistic, more of a open-minded therapist. Not, there's traditional therapists, and there's therapists that are a little bit more, they have a higher awareness, they have more of a well-rounded view. You look for a therapist that read tarot cards, because there's a lot of therapists, believe it or not, that read tarot. My niece's therapist at school reads tarot cards. Find somebody that's like more spiritual. I'm just saying this because I want you to have the quality of life that you deserve, and I want you to stop feeling so small and so defeated, and I want you to know that even when you feel alone, that you're never alone. We are here, we love you, you're part of my tribe, and that the universe and your angels and your ancestors are there, but you have to find that faith that everything's going to be okay. And I know that it's easier said than done. And sometimes when people say it to me, it pisses me off when they said, "You'll be all right." It really does piss me off because I feel like, oh, it's dismissive, because I'm right now needing to feel validated in the way I feel. But sometimes, there is a codependency on needing to be a victim. And I had to take accountability and responsibility and tell myself that I'm not a victim, and that I am strong, and I am good enough. And I cried many, many, many tears. At some point in my life, I couldn't even cry because I cried. I was like all cried out. But I will say to you that you are beautiful, you are strong, and that you can overcome anything, even, this belief that you are essentially not good enough, because that's what the abandonment wound is highlighting within us, is that we're not good enough. We always have these bad experiences because something about us, and it's not true. I want you to know that you are worthy and you are deserving of happiness and joy, and you will have that once you start believing that. Husband abandoned you, parents abandoned you, friends abandoned you. Guess what? Because that was divine protection, because those people didn't love you the way you deserve to be loved. And part of being a life path 11 is detaching and not being, learning the art of being detached, but also loving unconditionally, and being, not being that sacrificial lamb, but being in a space where you are strengthened by your experiences, because you know that you have a higher power that backs you, that you have favor, and you hold a special place in the spiritual realm, because that's why they sent you back as a master. Yep, just like his daddy. I know. He just like his daddy, isn't he? Mm-hmm. I know. I know, baby. I'm telling you. Girl, remember when I did that live? I think you were there, Leslie. I think you were there too, Elle. Remember when I did that live and I was crying and I said that I was suicidal? Remember that? And you guys were there for me? And I said, Divine Feminine, are you okay? Do you guys remember that live? Sometimes you don't feel okay, and you need to tell somebody when you don't feel okay. That was on my soul therapy channel. Y'all know I be in my feelings all the time. Y'all know I be angry. This is why I be angry. If y'all ever wonder why I be so agitated, it's because and it's like, and I be telling God like, what, like when is it gonna end? When is it going to fucking end? It's going to end now. You hear me? Keep going. You almost there. Don't let listen, Saturn, you don't want to make bad decisions and you don't want to keep focusing on the past. Because I don't want you to go another 30 years having to deal with that shit. You're about to be liberated. Okay, but I don't know your placements, and I think that your placements are important in order for me to be able to say I need to find good astrologers to recommend y'all to. I think we need to get our birth charts done. Like I really think we need to get an analysis of our birth chart, and that's something that I really want to invest in. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. What are you, L? Um, Scorpio. L's a Scorpio. What are you, Leslie? I should know these by head, child. As much as I read for you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. I love you guys. Um, I don't want to leave you guys in. I want you guys to know that. Remember that day I was at a low point and I came on live and I said to you guys that I wanted to live, that I made that decision, and that I was watching something on TV and it inspired me because I really didn't want to live. Like I really felt like I just couldn't take it anymore. I really did. I was tired and I'm still tired. And I still feel I still feel like I can't take it anymore, but I'm not a giver upper. Sorry if you can see my head. I'm not sure if you can, but I got my head wrapped up because sometimes when I do readings, I have to protect my crown chakra. I'm not a giver upper. Y'all some skulls. Yeah, water sign people. We've been getting beat our ass whooped. We have been getting our ass whooped. And I'm tired of that bullshit. Because I see a bunch of these people out here that are living unrighteously and they seem to be having a lot of fun. But for us, it seemed like damn, we can't catch a break. Yeah, water signs been getting their ass whooped. At least the ones that haven't transcended the patterns. It's not all water signs, of course. Some people are, they've been able to manage to transcend a lot of the patterns and the lessons, but just hang in there. Child, all this water. I want to go to bed early so I could wake up early, you guys. But I am going to be thinking about you tonight when I talk to God. And I really, 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 really believe in you, Leslie. And I know that you can do it. I know that you can get past this pain. And I want you to find peace in your heart. I want you to get up and I want you to look at the things that you can be grateful for, like a roof over your head. And I want you to just do things like just watch TV. Y'all know I don't watch TV. I started watching TV because I want to live my life and not feel so restricted. So sometimes I sit down and I watch Netflix or Tubi or whatever, HBO Max. I watch a movie. I'm one of those people that don't do. I mean, literally, I've gone years without watching TV. So now I just do little things that go to the park, watch like a show and enjoy it. The little simple pleasures like eating something delicious or reading a nice book or just taking a nice bath, like a bubble bath, or I like my little blanket that I like to cover up and I love to wrap myself up in because it makes me feel safe and warm and cozy. Like the little things, the little pleasures. Look at your house and say, oh, I'm so happy. I love my house. I like when I come home and I like to come home and I like to come home to my home and see that it's nice and clean and organized. And I like to lay in my bed and I know that you're probably thinking, like, these are nothing. Yeah, for you, it may not be much, but for me, these things bring me comfort because I don't have, I don't escape through friends and I don't escape through superficial relationships. I don't have a desire to just have people around me just to have people around me. I desire substance. I desire depth. I desire um, more, you know? So sometimes my own company is enough. And I find things that make me happy. And sometimes I need to watch the way I eat though, because sometimes that eating is fucking me up. Because your girl gained so much fucking weight. It's fucking crazy. I'm so fat right now. I need to lose weight. I can't take it, but whatever. Anyways, um, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I may sound like I know, but I don't always know. I just like one day by day, like what's going to happen today. But I try to make sure that I set my expectation that I'm going to be happy and that I'm going to be at peace, a peace in my heart. Oh, you gotta go. Okay, bye, baby. You met a guy. Okay, girl. Ain't nobody. Have fun. Make good decisions. Sending you so much love. You're welcome. Hmm. um, yeah. I was telling my friend, my one one person I talk to all the time. I was telling her, this guy gave me his number and I haven't called him yet. And she was like, why haven't you called him? And I was like, girl, I don't even know. Like, I've been like so super single that I don't even know if I really want to date. Like, I'm just not. Uh, I don't know. I still got his number in my phone, and I'm just like, should I text him? Uh, uh, do I want to text him? Do I want to put myself through that? Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. He seemed like he had somebody, and I always know. My intuition was like he got somebody, but whatever. Ugh, nah. Really, girl, look. he was like, "Give me your number." I was like, "Well, my phone is, I'm waiting for my phone to be unlocked." And I was like, "You can call me in a couple of days." But girl, look, I'm not even trying to. I'm not trying to. I don't feel ready. I know that I'm talking about new intentions. My new intention is about money. As far as love, if it comes, it comes. I'm not gonna reject it. It's just I don't. I don't know. I still got his number though. I'm thinking about it. He was actually super fucking cute though. It was so interesting because I'm the one that was bold. I went down the aisle. I saw him. I locked eyes on him, and I was like, "Yes, I want him to see me." And I walked down the aisle, and he saw me, and he walked past me. And he was like, "Hi," and I was like, "Hi." I used my manifestation juju, but then I was like, after a couple of days, I was like, oh yeah, I need to text this guy, and I'm just like, ugh, I need to focus. I need to, I got goals, and I don't want to be distracted. But he was so freaking cute. You're like, ooh, this is juicy. I walked in and I saw him. I was like, ooh, who is that guy over there? I was like, I need to get a closer look. I didn't even go in there to buy anything. I just went to go make some money orders to pay my rent. And I seen him, so I went down the aisle that he was at. He was at the end of the aisle. So I walked, and it was the cereal aisle. So I was looking at some cereal, acting like I was going to buy something, but I ended up grabbing. I didn't want to make it obvious. He sees me, so he comes down the aisle acting like he's shopping. And then he walks by and was like, "Hi, how are you?" He was like, "What's your name?" And I told him my name. He told me his name. And he was like, "Can I take you to dinner?" And I was like, "Sure." And I was like, and I took out my phone that wasn't even in service yet. And I was like, "Give me your number." And he was like, "Okay." And he gave me his number. And then I was like, "But my phone is, I'm waiting on my phone to be unlocked because I'm transferring my service." And I was like, "You're gonna have to give me a day or two because I'm still waiting for the unlock request to be approved." And he was like, "Okay, give me your number." And I gave him my number. And I was like, "Okay, bye." And he was just looking at me because I guess he wanted to kind of converse, but I was like kind of moving, like I was running errands, and I could have walked around with him and talked to him or whatever, but I left and I went and got acted like I was shopping, and then I went and paid, got my money orders, and I left. And then I sat in my car and I waited for him to leave the store, like like a stalker, because he was right behind me. I just wanted to see, like, and he walked out, and then I just drove around because I was like, I need to see him. I need to scan him a little bit. Child, he was so fucking cute. I was like, yes, he was cute. He was my type. That's my type. And I was looking cute that day, so that's why I did all of that. Because if I was looking like Raggedy Ann, like somebody's mama, like I normally look like, I wouldn't even be looking at his ass. But because I don't be putting on makeup like that, and I do keep my hair done and whatever. But I'll be looking. I don't really be trying to be looking extra to go to the grocery store. But I've been being conscious of that just in case I meet someone. But it's like I meet people, but then it just, I don't know. Like I flake out after the fact. Like I don't know. I'm still working on that. I'm not a dater, so I don't really know how to date. I was like, yes, I, you know, I I have his number. I'll let you guys know if I ever text him or if he texts me. He didn't text me. He may have tried and my phone wasn't on yet because I got my phone turned on Sunday, so I don't know if he tried and just kind of felt like, oh, so whatever. Good night. Okay, bye, you guys. I'm just talking. Girl, look, I'm just talking. But bye, you guys. I hope you guys have a good evening. I gotta go too. My dad's gonna be here early. I gotta get up, and my landlord's gonna be coming by to fix some stuff. So I have a busy day tomorrow. We'll talk. I'll be on later tomorrow. All right, you guys. I love you guys. I hope you feel better. And happy birthday once again to Miss Hagar. You got 5 minutes. And thank you everybody for watching and being here with me and listening to me and all the people that support me. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Good night. I will. My dad's funny. Thank you. Bye.